Good Sunday afternoon, CTM Monarchs. This is Dr. C coming to you from the warmth of my house on this bright, sunshiny, but cold Sunday afternoon. As always, our vision at Coleridge Taylor Montessori is to empower all students to achieve academic success, socio-emotional growth, and the development of global and cultural competencies that will ensure future success. The mission of Coleridge Taylor Montessori is to provide safe, hands-on, rigorous learning experiences rooted in the Montessori method. In partnership with parents, students, caregivers, and staff, we will support the growth and potential of each and every child. Our improvement priorities per KDE are one, to focus on committing to a shared mission, vision, values, and beliefs about teaching and learning, high expectations and rigor for all students so that we can continuously improve. And number two is to monitor the school's behavior management system that supports a safe learning environment and positive school culture for all students and staff. And three, provide purposeful professional development for a staff that supports the faculty, staff, and school's continuous improvement. Some big notes and reminders. We're going to continue our Black History Month celebration and learning about Black excellence all month in all classrooms. We started this past week our Central High School teacher intern partnership. And what that is that we have students that are part of the Central High School teacher preparation program coming over to monitor or observe, shadow, and support teachers as they learn about becoming teachers. We also sent home health screening opt-out forms and backpacks. Please make sure you return those if you do not want your child to participate in our U of L JCPS partnership for health screening for students. And then moving on to the thing that we are always talking about, it seems, for the past 2 years, COVID numbers are dropping in Jefferson County. Slowly but surely they are dropping, and we're still watching numbers about staff absences. So please monitor your email and text messages about NTI days for this upcoming week. There might be additional NTI days depending upon what happens in the district with staffing. And if they are called, just like we did last week, we will revert back to our current NTI plan that we shared previously. Please, 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 if your child has been a close contact with a positive COVID case and has to be quarantined, please follow up with the school and let us know. We can explain the test to stay option for students. If your child is opting for test to stay, meaning they themselves have not tested positive for coronavirus, but they were in contact either at school or at home or somewhere in their lives, they have the ability to go every night to a JCPS testing site, get tested that night. The results will come back to you and also to us, and it will let us know whether or not the child is positive or negative, and if they can come to school the following day. That has to be done every night in order for students to come to school the next day. We, again, still are doubling down on our COVID mitigation at CTM. We have done a really great job. The past 2 weeks, we've had no students or staff test positive at our Wednesday COVID testing. We're also making sure that kids are keeping their masks up and adults washing hands and spacing out for that social distancing. Please consider getting yourself and your child vaccinated. It is one of the best ways to make sure that if somebody contracts COVID, it is not as serious as it could be for somebody who is not vaccinated. So please consider getting yourself and your child vaccinated as soon as possible. Again, if your child is sick, if they're vomiting, they have diarrhea, they have a runny nose, a fever, a sore throat, they have a rash, anything like that, they need to stay home until they are symptom-free for 24 hours. Follow up with your medical provider for next steps, and you can contact our school or health services at 502-485-3387 for help. COVID testing is this Wednesday. If we're in school, please consider signing up for the testing. The details are in the body of the newsletter, and we'll talk about them a little bit later. The weather is supposed to be perking back up this week. Please make sure that your child is coming to school with the appropriate winter wear. If you need support with that winter wear, please reach out to Mr. Philip Baker in our FRC, our Family Resource Center, and he'd be willing to help. Remember, school starts at 9:05 every day. Students need to be in their classrooms by 9:05 each day. Any day that a child is not in school impacts their ability to move on to the next level successfully, graduate high school, and move on to college or the work world successfully. We're going to continue high quality teaching and learning in classrooms this week. We have some teachers that are creating some really cool lessons and some really cool experiences for kids around Black excellence and Black history. So we look forward to seeing all of that this coming week. Remember our Monarch 3 that you can reinforce at home with your child. Remind them that they need to stay in their area. They need to keep their hands, body, and objects to themselves, and they need to continually use kind words and kind actions. If you or your child needs support in terms of mental health, please reach out. We have a mental health referral link that is in the body of the newsletter that you can fill out. And Mr. Randy or Miss Metcalf, Mr. Randy is our mental health practitioner at the school, and Miss Metcalf is our school guidance counselor. They will follow up with you and make sure that you are supported, and we connect you with a mental health provider. As always, test to stay, test to play. Test to stay and test to play only work for kids who have not tested positive for coronavirus. This is voluntary. We have our Wednesday diagnostic screenings at CTM every Wednesday afternoon. You're more than happy to sign up for that. We need you to sign up at least by Tuesday morning, about 9 o'clock, in order for your child to be able to be tested the next day. It just is a process that is part of the vendor's rules for the testing vendor. Is Sphere Diagnostics, is the same company that does the testing at all of the JCPS locations after school and also during the day. If you have questions about exactly how it works, you can go to the JCPS website or you can call the school and somebody will be willing to help you. Thank you so much for parents who are not double parking on Chestnut Street during arrival. It's unsafe. Please don't do it. If you have questions or you need to go back and see any of the previous issues of the Monarch Messenger, please go back to the body of the newsletter. And you can see everything that we've posted and shared since July. Have a great Magical Montessori week. We look forward to seeing you around. If you need something, please let us know. We want to support you and your child. Take care.